Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be starting this tutorial off with clean moisturized skin, and then we're going to jump straight into it. Today we're going to be also using an oldie but a goodie, which is the Nivea Aftershave Balm in Sensitive for Men. The reason why we use this product is because one of the main ingredients is glycerin, and that makes things stick to it, so our foundation is going to last all day. You're going to take some product, massage it into your skin until you feel it go all nice and sticky and tacky, then you know it's ready to go. Then for foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two together. I'm going to be mixing the Catrice Cosmetics All Matte Plus in light beige, and I'm going to be mixing it with an Essence foundation, which is the Stay All Day foundation in soft cream. I'm just going to pump some pumps in the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to mix it together with my finger until it's all nice and mixed together. And then I'm going to be applying it today with a different technique. I'm going to be using my Kabuki brush by Sigma, which is the F80. I believe. Yes, it is the F80. And I'm going to be buffing this into the skin. So you'll see I'll sort of do dabbing motions to start off, dabbing motions to start off with. And then you'll see I'll start to use circular buffing motions to buff the product into the skin. I just feel like this sometimes gives you more coverage, and it actually gets the product. I find it doesn't soak up the product as much as obviously a sponge would. But your Real Technique sponges and your beauty blenders, because you dampen them, they don't tend to soak up that much product. So it really all kind of depends on the look you're going for. This does give you a more heavy look compared to your damp sponges. Again, today I'm using a different concealer. This is the Essence All About Matte High Covering Concealer in Matt Nude. This isn't a very light concealer like I normally use to highlight. I wanted a very sort of natural look on the face. I didn't want too much highlights and contouring and that, because I really wanted to focus on the eye look. So yep, I put this onto the back of my hand, and I took my concealer brush and I placed it in the same place that I would normally put my concealer, but as you'll see, it's not as light as the one that I normally use. Jeepers, on this day I really wanted to try all the new things. I'm also not going to use my beauty blender like normal to put it in. I'm going to use the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer Brush. It is I will get the number for you. It is an F64, that's the number. And then I'm going to lightly tap this in with the brush. It's a very soft brush, so it also blends out really nicely as well, and keeps a lot of the product on the skin, again, because a sponge obviously would just maybe take a little bit more away than usual. And I really wanted good coverage, but not so much highlight like I mentioned in the previous voiceover. So yep, I'm just going to use this brush just to push it into the skin, and then I will go over a little bit with my Real Technique sponge just to soak up any excess product so we don't get that cakey crease look under our eyes, and then set it as always with my favorite powder of life, which is the Kick-Ass Translucent Powder by Slope & Glory. Then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to be going in with the Catrice Cosmetics Multicolor Compact Powder for Light Skin. This is a mattifying powder in 5 shades, so I'm just going to use that as usual with my normal brush that I would normally set my face with. Next, to set my eyes, I'm going to be using the Camouflage Cream by Catrice Cosmetics. This is in the color Ivory. So as usual, using my ring finger, I'm going to apply this to the whole lid of my eye, and then set it with a same or similar colored matte eyeshadow. And sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you. I always have to use these shadows, my Makeup Geek shadows, just for transition. As you can see, these are nice and new. If you've looked at my older videos, mommy needed some new ones. So taking my Sigma E40 and mixing together Beaches and Cream and Peach Smoothie, I'm going to be blending and buffing that into the crease all the way up to my eyebrow. Now for the star of the show are these beautiful colors in my Inglot palette. I will put the numbers below. These don't have names. They do have like codes. So taking that beautiful orangey, colory, bright color, I'm going to be taking my Sigma E38 brush. And as you'll see, I'm going to slowly sort of start packing that right in the crease area, not going too high. And I'm just going to go back and forth. You know the story, guys. Pick up a bit of product, put it down, pick it up, put it down until you get the intensity that you want, because you don't want to put a whole bunch on your eye and it's too much and then you're sitting with a hot mess problem trying to blend it out and get it down to the color that you want. So yeah, just be patient with this part, guys, and back and forth and blending and applying, and just, you know, really take your time with this. And then I'm just going to take my Sigma E40 at the ending. You'll see that I'm just going to blend out that harsh line at the top of the sort of line between the crease and the brow bone, just to make it all nice and smooth. And then just going in with this from my Morphe M35W palette, I just wanted to sort of deepen up that crease a little bit, just to give it a bit more dimension, because I do have hooded eyes, so I have to like really build my crease to make it look like that I actually have one, if that makes any sense. And then going back in with my Inglot colors, going into this beautiful like aqua green metallic. It's not as intense as the one that I've used in my previous video, that's from Makeup Geek, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. And just taking a flat brush, this is also one from Sigma, I will put it down below, packing that on to the lid, sort of about almost halfway, I would say, to the lid, and just really packing that in there and getting that onto the lid. And then just taking the Sigma E38 again and just blending that in again after you've packed the brush on, so we've got nice seamless look. Next, going in with Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. It is a bit more of an orangey brown, reddy brown, because I again wasn't too happy with the way my crease was looking, so I took a little bit of this onto a MAC 217, and you'll see I'm very lightly going back and forth in that crease. I don't want it super intense, but I did want a bit more depth in the look. And after you've blended that all together, another new product. I don't believe I've used this on my channel before. I stand to be corrected. This is the Inglot gel liner with their brush. I don't know the number of the brush, unfortunately. You must never use your gel liners open. You must always, once you've opened it and while you're using it, put the product facing down like I'm showing you in this clip. Otherwise you'll dry it out, and then it obviously it won't be very good to use. And then I just take a little bit of product into the actual cap of it. I take a little bit and I really get onto the end of the brush, so I've got as little product as possible so that it isn't a hot mess as usual. And then as you'll see, I'll almost do like a Morse code sort of technique where I'll put a little bit, go along, put a little bit, and then join it together. I do pull the eye here. I know you're not supposed to, but hey, what can you do when you really want a tight line? So yeah, I do slightly pull my eye a little bit, but you'll see not so close to my eye. I do it quite more to my temple. And then, yep, we just slowly line the eyes like this with gel. I really do love this product. I've actually used this gel liner for years now. I want to say at least 5 years. It is waterproof as far as I remember. If I could stand to be corrected again, but I do believe it is waterproof. It does stay. Then going in with any mascara, I'm using my Sensation Lash by Maybelline. You're going to give these puppies a coat of mascara. And then we are going to be using falsies, so don't worry too much about how much. These ones are the ones that I'm going to use today. These are like my favorite, and they're super cheap. They're from the drugstore. They're from Dischem. They're number 46s. I don't even know what the brand is called, to be honest with you. And then, yep, just using my tweezers as you see here, just placing them on and pushing them on with my fingers, and then really giving it a good squeeze. As you'll see, I'll take my real lashes and the false lashes, and I'll pinch them and push them together to make sure they're really nice and on tight so that they don't lift in the corners. And then I'm just going to quickly slap my brows on, guys. Not exciting. I will have my brow tutorial down below as usual. But yeah, this part is really not exciting by any stretch of the imagination. And then after the brows are on, it is time to go back in with that orange. We're going to start buffing out the bottom lash line. So taking your flat definer brush, I've got one by Sigma, you're going to start packing that on. I used quite a generous amount. I really wanted this to be smoky and really blown out. And then taking my pencil brush, this is one from Essence, and then connecting it, as you can see there on the side. Like I really wanted it to come out on the side of my eye. And on the inner corner, I just took a little bit of that blue aqua green color and I just put it straight onto the pencil brush and I just buffed it in a little bit. I didn't really want a solid line. I wanted it more to be blown out in the corner of the eye, sorry. And then just taking a little bit of my favorite liquid liner, which is the Rimmel one. I just wanted to cover up the band from the lashes so you can't see it. So you just go over the band quickly. And then taking a kohl pencil, again, any black kohl pencil you got, guys, is fine. Just gonna line my inner waterline and then give my bottom lashes a coat of mascara as well. And for bronzing today, I'm going to take the Kardashian Beauty Cabana Bronze in 601, and as usual, guys, sides of the cheekbones, sides of the temples, forehead, chin, you guys know how I do. I even like to bronze my nose a little bit, but that you can totally leave out if that's not the life you're about. And I also do like to put a little bit of bronzer on my bottom lip just to give it that fuller look. Then taking MAC Shroom, you'll see I'm pointing to it here. We're going to use this as our brow highlighter and inner corner highlighter for our eyes today. Just putting it on the front of the brow just to give it that arch look. It's another illusion technique, if I can put it to you like that. And then just popping in the corner of the eyes just to give us that bright eye look. And then I'm going in today with a Makeup Geek blush. As you'll see, I'm pointing to it here. This is Spellbound, I believe. Yep, it is Spellbound. And then just putting that on the apples of the cheeks. I didn't want to go up to the temples again. I don't want an elongated look. So just popping on some of that. And then, as usual, guys, you know how it is. This is Soft and Gentle by MAC. I'm going to be highlighting again today. Tops of the cheekbones, the Cupid's bow, end of the nose, and a little bit on the eyebrows. You've blended all that together with your big fluffy brush. We're going to just set that powder, not setting spray, but just settle all the powder on our face with some Max Fix Plus. I love the smell of this stuff. I swear I could use this perfume. I wish I could. Next, we're going to do lips. I'm going to be going in with Saw MAC Lip Liner. It's sort of like a pinky, nude pinky. And then I'm going to be using Flesh Pot and then also from Elegil, the Lip Glaze Paint in Whisper. So first of all, I'm going to line my lips with Saw, and then I'm also actually going to fill my lips in with the lip liner as well, as you'll see here in this clip. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Flesh Pot from MAC, and then I'm going to put that on next, sort of dabbing it onto the lip as you'll see here, and then pressing it into the lip. Next, we're going to put the lip glaze on using a lip brush because, as I've said in my previous tutorials, this is a very liquidy product. So I like to put it on with the brush so you don't get it everywhere. And then, yep, I'm just going to coat that on top. Once we're done with that, I want to go back over with the liner. I almost wanted an ombre look. I haven't really got this technique down pat yet. There's many different ways to do an ombre lip. So I'm still trying to figure it out myself, to be honest with you. So I just went back in with the Saw lip liner and just sort of colored in my lips where I wanted it to be a little bit more intense. Here you have it, lovelies. Here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, my lovelies. Please leave your comments below for anything you want to see in the future, any ideas. Tag me in your recreations on all social media, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao, bye-bye.